Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to Pre-Bell with Team William O'Neill India. I am Rushit Sejpal, Equity Analyst at O'Neill India. Today, November 28, and a clear disclaimer that the registration granted by the SEBI, membership of BASL, and certification from NISM is no way guarantee performance of the intermediary or provide an assurance of return to investors. Investment in the security markets are subjected to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Okay, so as always, let's begin with Nifty 50 setup. So if you look at the Nifty 50's chart, then we are stuck in a range. Like there is a supply zone around that 850, okay, and we have a good support around the 650 zone. So the main thing is like for a further rally, we need to cross this. We need to cross that 850 zone. Till the time we know 19850 के ऊपर हम लोग नहीं जाते, that might be a problem for the market. So it looks that the market is exhausted. वहाँ यहाँ पे एक exhaustion हुआ है. तो जब भी ऐसा exhaustion होता है, then there are two things. Either we break out from there and go for a rally, or we fail to cross that exhaustion. वो जो थकान है वो खत्म नहीं होती है. नींद पूरी नहीं होती है, थकान खत्म नहीं होती है. Then we fall over that. So the important thing is we get a good energy, we get a good drink, and we break out from that exhaustion zone. That's very important for the Nifty. So now we are looking for two things. Either we get a follow through day, or we cross that 850 the new all time high, that is 20,222. In any of these situations, we will change the market status to a confirmed uptrend. So currently we are in a rally attempt. Though we are in a rally attempt, but our buy switch is on, as the Nifty is trading above its key moving averages. The strength in the broader market, so mid cap has, small cap has, they are trading at a new high. So the strength in the global market is really, broader market is really strong. Also, the global market. If you look at the US, you look at the Europe, you look at the Japanese market. So the overall strength in the global market is good. And due to all these conditions, we had turned on the buy switch at 8 to 10 sessions back, and that's what we are gradually adding the stocks in our portfolio as and when we see the strength in any particular stock. We'll be more aggressive once Nifty closes about this exhaustion zone, and even like we'll be in a confirmed uptrend, and we'll go full on once we are in a confirmed uptrend. But I think, guys, one thing very important in these kind of situations, as what William O'Neill used to always say, that the whole secret to winning big in the stock market is not to be right all the time, but to lose the least amount possible when you are wrong. So even if you go wrong while in some stock selection, while sometime timing the market, the best thing is you get out fast without losing much of your capital. So that's the whole secret, according to O'Neill. Okay, some key news. The PNB Housing Finance Board approves the NCDs up to 3,500 crore on a private placement basis over next 6 months. The PB Fintech made a further investment of rupees 350 crore in its wholly owned subsidiary Policy Bazaar insurance broker. Bank of Baroda has imposed a penalty of 4 point for on Bank of Baroda. RBI has imposed a penalty of 4.34 crore for non-compliance with certain directions. CE Info Systems, that is MapMy India, in to raise rupees 500 crore via QIP. Maruti to hike price across models in January 2024. Newgen board has approved bonus issue in the ratio of 1:1. If you look at the global market, yesterday the US market closing was quite a muted one. So no major ups or downs in the as far as the closings are concerned in the US market. Even the Asian market is relatively flat if you look at the Nikkei and Shanghai, but there is a good underlying strength in the Kospi. So broadly, it's muted to positive if you look at the Asian market, and a very muted one in the US market front. So if you look at Gift Nifty, it indicates a bit on the positive side opening because the closing was around 19,800 on the cash front on the Friday session. If you look at the future, 825, 830 ka tha, so some 30-40 points of higher opening is expected looking at the Gift Nifty's levels. So let's see. So we will be again close to that 850 zone, I think, in the morning session on the cash. Right. So let's see if we can move about that session. We can hold about that session. And if we hold about that 850 zone, can we close about that? So that these things are, to be watched out. The last part of the day, that's the chart of the day. Cyient is looking really good. It's forming a stage one. It's forming a stage one base, and it's just 4% to pivot. Some positive things that I liked about this one is the relative strength of 81 with the RS line going higher. Second is in the right side of the base. Now, as it is approaching the pivot, it has crossed this one, this the middle one resistance, and after that, the volume is on the higher side. So this is what I liked about the stock, and overall also, if you see the broadly the buyer demand is decent. It's of B plus. Even the EPS strength, the fundamentals are quite good for the company. It's at 87, and if you look at the last couple of quarters, the revenue as well as the EPS front, it's really good. Also, if you look at the number of funds, it's up. It was up 8% in the last quarter on a decent base. So the fund holding is also increasing. The interest from the fund is also really good. So let's see if the stock can break out and how the volume is and how the positioning is if it breakouts. It's 4% to pivot and can be the part of your watch list. That's it for today's session. Thank you for joining. See you again tomorrow at 8.